What's going on, guys? Jacob Orth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas to talk to you guys about moving to Las Vegas, specifically for those of you that are looking to come here after you graduate college or you finish your degree at a four-year university, whether it's undergrad or grad school, whatever the case may be. I want to talk to you guys about that because I'm actually not that far removed from that myself. Right? It wasn't that long I came here after I was done with done with school. So I want to bring this up because you know, some of you may be living in a place right now, living in another state or maybe even another country where, you know, you don't like living there, or you just really want to try somewhere else, right? You just really want to try going somewhere else, and you're looking and maybe you're not sure. You know, you may be talking to friends and family, trying to get recommendations for, you know, why you should do this, why you should go some other place. In this video, I'm going to talk about coming to Vegas and, you know, what helped sell me on it, okay? So when I was finishing school, I was finishing school in the Bay Area, right, in California, the San Francisco Bay Area, which is an incredibly high cost of living. I had student loan debt I needed to pay back, and I was doing the math on it and, you know, kind of looking at the income that I, you know, was expected to make, or the average income of whatever for some of these graduates. Looking at that, and I was like, just doing the numbers and doing the math, I was like, God damn. Thinking like, I'm gonna be a fucking financial slave like forever if I stay here in this area. And plus, I didn't feel like staying there in hours of traffic a day and spending some of my best hours working for somebody else at their company, essentially just like jumping into the rat race of life. I did not feel like doing that one bit at all, and then I didn't feel like paying the highest state income tax in the country on top of that. I mean, I came from California where they just passed, right before I left, they just passed another state tax increase. I didn't vote for it, but apparently enough other people did that they passed a state tax increase. And I mean, it was, what, the month after that, I was like, bye, see you later. So here's what I'll say. I looked to come here because I was looking actually into working in nightlife or some kind of hospitality. I'd actually worked in nightlife when I was in school, in the off seasons when I wasn't playing football. It's a pretty common job for football players to get. And I just knew in this area you could make a good living working in nightlife, and people actually did it for a career, not just like a weekend job. And that's true. There are people who do that. So whether you are looking for nightlife or hospitality or something totally different from that, because this is a big area, it's about 2 million people, so there are jobs in just about every field you can imagine, like you would see in any other big area. So people ask me, like, what kind of jobs are available outside of, you know, hospitality and tourism? Just about everything. Okay, just so not everybody works in hospitality, hardly anybody as a local lives on the Strip compared to the people you see living on the outskirts, like where you see me right now. So the majority of the population lives out here, outside of the Strip and all that kind of stuff. So if you are looking to come here, here's what I'll say. Here's some good numbers for you, okay? Vegas has a very low cost of living. Southern Nevada has a low cost of living overall compared to a lot of other major metro areas. That was a huge selling point for me to come here. We don't have state income taxes here in Nevada. That was another huge selling point for me coming from California. There's other good things about living here, of course, like the weather, plenty of entertainment choices, things I've talked about in other videos. But one thing you want to know is that this area is growing. I mean, this area is growing, and it's probably going to continue to grow. I'd read recently that said the state of Nevada is expected to add about 485,000 residents by the year 2033. 485, and that's damn near 500,000 people. And there are not many cities in America that have more than 500,000 people, and that's what this state is expected to add by 2033. And Clark County is by far the biggest county in Nevada. That's where we are, Clark County, right now. We have Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. It's by far the biggest county in the state. So the vast majority of that expected almost 500,000 people are going to be living here in this county. So what does that mean for you as a person who's going to be finishing college and wants to move here? Whether you're finishing this year, next year, in a couple years, you know, the growth is going to continue to happen. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means that there's opportunity. That's what it means. That was a big reason why I came here too, was the opportunity. Because in a growing area, what do people need? They need everything, right? So if you're gonna come here, people need places to live. So they need people who work in construction to build the places for them to live. I mean, people have a home, things break down in their home. They need people to repair the AC. They need people to come and clean their pool. They need people to come and take care of their yard work for them. You need all kinds of businesses here. When people go, they want a gym to go to. They need someone to open a gym for them, right? If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, this is also a great place for you to be too, because people need gyms to work out at. They want places to go eat at. They want places to go shop at. Someone's gonna need to open restaurants, even more restaurants here for them. They have kids, they need a daycare center to go watch their kids while they're out living their lives. If they want to play in like sports leagues, they need someone to start sports leagues for them that they can join. I mean, there's no shortage of things that people need every single day that you have an opportunity to capitalize on here, okay? Some people are going to be starting their own businesses and they need help with that, right? Some people need help with like video stuff, right? Some people, they need help. If you're a tech person, people want to get their websites ranked higher. There's people who need work in SEO and online marketing, people who need business consulting. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to come here, just know that there's going to be more people. So we're going to need more of everything. We're going to need people to work in all kinds of different industries, not just tourism and hospitality and nightlife and that kind of stuff, but you're going to need teachers, right? We're going to need people in law enforcement. We're going to need firefighters. We're going to need people running after school programs. We're going to need people in all different areas to fill those positions for all the people that are coming in here. And this area is growing at about twice the rate of the country. I mean, the national average of growth here in the US is like 1%, but in this area it's about 2%. So we're growing at double the rate of the national average, which means people are going to need all kinds of services, are going to need all kinds of products from people that are living here. So it's going to need people to start the businesses, provide the jobs, and they're going to need people to fill those jobs. So keep that in mind when you're looking, is there's growth here, which means there's opportunity for you. Now, when I say there's gonna be opportunity, that doesn't mean there's a guarantee of anything, okay? Don't get that twisted, all right? Don't think that because there's growth and because there's opportunity, that's just gonna come here and be a cakewalk, because that sure as hell isn't the case, all right? That's one thing that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to colleges and universities, is I do not think it does a very good job of preparing you for life. It teaches you how to be in school, teaches you how to work for someone else. That's really what school does. It teaches you how to work for someone else. And the problem is that's about all it does. It doesn't teach you how to handle getting fired. It doesn't teach you how to handle that, right? It doesn't teach you how to deal with that internally, deal with that emotionally. It doesn't tell you how to deal with workplace politics, right? Very little of that comes this way. Maybe some case studies you get, but when it's happening like in your face, right? When you're at the workplace and you know your coworker is like really supposed to be even with you, and they're doing all kinds of other stuff that they never get in trouble for because they're friends with the boss or the owner, or they're sleeping with the boss or the owner, or whatever the hell it is, you know, those things happen. Those things happen and it sucks, you know, and it really does suck. And there's things that happen in the workplace that are kind of the opposite of what you learn in school, right? When you're in school, the professors at least ideally encourage you to talk and share your opinions and share your thoughts. When you're in the workplace, at a lot of places, you're gonna find out how much your opinion really matters. And spoiler alert, it's not much. Most places, your opinion doesn't mean much to your boss or the owner or to whatever other things you think they could do to improve the place. A lot of places, they really want you to work there and just like not rock the boat. That's not just a Vegas thing, that's really a life thing. So that's why if you're gonna be in the entrepreneurial realm, then hey, you've got more control over that to do what you wanna do. If you're gonna be an employee, just understand that's some of the stuff you're gonna face. And it's not going to be easy. You know, I'm just gonna say, I'm not even gonna say it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna promise you it's not gonna be easy, I'm just gonna say it's not gonna be easy. Because some of you are gonna find yourself in hard positions. I mean, I found myself at one point, I was here working for a minimum wage at a job. I'd been unemployed 2 times in less than 3 years. I didn't tell you guys about it, but I'd been unemployed twice in less than 3 years when I was living here. And it wasn't fun either time. It was not fun. It was not a position I'd ever thought I was gonna find myself in. But even with that being said, you know, you hit those roadblocks as you go on to being an adult, because that's what you're doing when you come out here. You come out here, you're gonna come by yourself, or even if you come with a friend or something and you don't know anybody out here, that's when you're stepping into adulthood. You don't know anybody, and you gotta make your way. You gotta make your way in the workplace, you gotta make your way here with socially, finding new friends, finding a community that you belong with and that you feel comfortable with, and you have to really develop yourself. So you're starting adulthood when you come here to this area, so just be prepared for the challenge. The opportunity's here. It really is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the opportunity's here, but I'm also not gonna lie to you and say, oh, it's gonna be easy, because it's not. So if you're thinking about coming here after college, you're thinking about coming after university, there's plenty of opportunity in this area. There's going to be more in the coming years. I encourage you to take a look at Las Vegas. I encourage you to take a look at Southern Nevada as a place you might want to come and live. You might want to come and build your life, because this is still in a lot of ways a small town. In a lot of ways, this area is a very small town. And if you can get in now, before even more growth happens, you can establish yourself here so that in a few years down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you can be the go-to person in your industry. You can have a whole reputation built and stabilized for yourself as this area continues to grow, and you can capitalize in the future on work that you're doing right now to prepare yourself. So think of that if you're coming out, if you want to come out here to Vegas, or you're just thinking about it once you're finished with school, you want to come out here and build the life you want. You can do it. You can do it, but it's not going to be easy. That's it for this video, guys. I'm Jacob, and this is My Life in Vegas.